Okay, so I've been bumping a fair few ideas in my head today, just in Central Gardens, and a lot of things going through my head. I've been doing a lot of research, look up in a lot of articles, and one thing that keep popping up is the benefits of heat, the benefits of sun, your vitamin D, again getting outdoors, and what I learned in class in my studies was one thing that was implemented, thing that is still implemented is therapies that induce heat. There was a long line of therapy where heat and purging the body was really really practiced in a big way and endorsed by a lot of physicians. Even today, people have spas and people have essential hot oils massaged into the body. The stones are heated and placed on the body along the spine. Again, with saunas are amazing for detoxifying the body. So many benefits are advocated just through using heat. So why not implement that throughout your whole life? One of the theories was if cold is death, heat is life. How often when you start to become cold do you start to shiver, and how many times do people get pneumonia? I got one mate that's got pneumonia now, and it's crazy. It's not like there's blizzards everywhere. You run your body down to a point where it's not producing heat itself, and therefore it starts to get into a sick and an illness arises, and you start to sort of partially, you can lead to death. So that's where that whole theory comes into play, where life is heat and death is cold. So what I'm trying to say is implement more heat into your life. Obviously, become hydrated. I'm not saying heat your body to the extent where you become dehydrated and have no water in your body. That's not the point either. What I'm saying is, the one way to create heat is, motion. Create motion within your body. If you are constantly moving, you are constantly creating heat. You don't have time for your body to cool down, for your body to, become cold. A lot of people who are stagnant, they become cold, they become, they have a state in the body called depressed, where the body is slumped, the body is shallow, the body is within itself. By expressing yourself, the opposite of depression, through expression, you are able to create heat, create motion, and carry on through your lives. I'm not saying go from 0 to 100 k's straight away. It's a gradual build up. Moving a large item requires energy. So, say for instance, I was to pull, a certain amount of weight. So one scenario was Melissa was holding me back while I had this harness on and I was pulling her. Initially I didn't, get that maximum speed, but after gradually pushing through and creating more momentum, creating more momentum, creating more energy through my legs, pushing harder, I was able to gradually build up speed. So I'm not saying just hit it, straight away, but gradually just enact the motion and, start creating that motion. Use energy to get through. So that's just a little bit of what's bumping in my head. Be good to get everyone else's input. So catches.